Hello! Welcome to the live stream. I am here on my Venus IC line here in Strasbourg, France. It's my favorite place in the world. It's where I found home. It's where I discovered my love for astrocartography, where I learned about astrocartography. It's where I stepped into my natal promise. It's where everything activated for me. I had great timing while I was here, and also it was a place where I felt the most belonging, comfort, and home anywhere else in the world. Strasbourg, France. And I want to talk a little bit about that today, and also announcing my astrocartography course, my live course program for 7 weeks. It's a deep dive intensive. If you are ready to learn astrocartography, if you're a newbie astrologer and you don't know anything about astrology, this course is for you. But also, if you're an astrologer and you don't know how to read maps, like parans, local space lines, aspects, all of that, this course is for you, and I'm going to talk about that today. It's for this month only. So this is the last time that I'm going to be going live in my Zoom class calls. Each Zoom call will be 3 hours, so it'll be 6 hours of live time with me to go over charts and maps and get your questions answered about astrocartography. And there's over 20 hours of content. So I talk about zodiacal releasing, I talk about how I started my business, I talk about, the specific things I did to maintain my astrocartography business. I talk about everything there is to know about astrocartography, and I'm really excited to teach you, and also how to read charts. So anyway, let's talk a little bit, because I'm in my favorite place in the world, in Strasbourg, in Alsace, on a Sun-Uranus paran line. And Sun-Uranus, what is Sun-Uranus? Well, Sun-Uranus is a latitude crossing. It's a paran. And a paran are the latitude lines on the map. So a lot of astrocartographers, or astrogeographers they'll call them, they'll just look at the lines on the astro.com, astro click travel. They'll just see, oh, there's a Venus line. Oh, I have a moon line here. I have a Jupiter line here. The mistake that a lot of people make is they don't look at other lines. They just look at ACG lines, which is not all there is to astrocartography. There's so much more at play. I talk about this all the time because I'm really passionate about, knocking down any assumptions or making it too simple for people, right? But there's so much more to it. And, we look at like Jupiter lines, but we don't see like, oh, there's actually a really detrimental local space line going right through that area. Or, oh, there's a really hard paran line that's going right on that Venus line. And that can be very difficult. Of course, I am walking in the city, so of course I'm talking a little bit loud. So if people look at me, I'll have to, say hello, because it's a polite thing to do. So basically, parans are really important. And so often, I'll have a client who has a beautiful Venus line, or they have a beautiful Jupiter line in their chart. And then they have like a really hard, like Pluto-Mars paran, or they'll have a Saturn local space line going right through that city. And it's like, they'll describe to me like, oh, it was a hard place for me. It was a terrible place for me. It was really difficult. It's like, yeah, because you got a difficult paran line there. You have a difficult local space line, or you have a Pluto IC geodetic line, or a Mars ascendant geodetic line, or a Saturn geodetic line, or a Uranus IC geodetic line. That's a big one. A lot of people don't like living on the Uranus IC geodetic lines. Something I notice a lot when looking at clients' charts. And so, we automatically just assume, oh, it's a Venus line, so it's great. Not so. For example, if you're going to a sun line, and in your chart, your natal chart, you have Sun square Saturn within a degree, I'm not going to recommend a sun line to you, right? So my goal, my mission with this work is to cut out the fluff, to give you knowledge and information from not only my experiences, because you guys know I'm a world traveler. I'm constantly traveling the world. I love living nomadically. My spirit thrives when I'm traveling. But also from my experiences working with clients. Over the last year, I've worked with over 1,000 people. I've worked with over 1,000 clients, and so I've seen time and time again, certain things keep happening with certain lines, certain parans, certain local space lines, certain relocated chart placements brings about specific themes. And so because I've worked with so many people and I've like cataloged this data and I've like brought all this information and kind of collected it in one place, I now feel called to teach on this and to share this information because it's important information. This is not information that should be kept secret, and it's not information that people shouldn't be talking about, right? Like, we can talk about manifestation all day long. We can talk about how if you feel good and you're in alignment and you're grateful, great things will happen to you, and that's true. But there's also something to be said about place. And there's also something to be said about location. You know, I've lived in some hard places in my life. I spent the last year living on my Mercury IC line, but the closest paran I had to me was a Sun-Saturn paran. You know, Sun-Saturn is isolating, it's lonely. Have I done my best work on those lines? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I did my best work on that Sun-Saturn line. Same with Corsica, I wrote my book on my Sun-Saturn paran. So it's good for work, but damn, is it isolating? And, you know, I feel called to share on this because I'm actually going out in the world and I'm living this. I'm living this, I'm learning this for my own life, but also I'm working with 2 to 3 clients a day. And so it's like getting so much information that I want you to have it too. And so here on my beautiful Sun-Uranus paran in Strasbourg, this was the place where I learned about my uniqueness. Sun-Saturn is all about, Sun-Uranus is all about authenticity, uniqueness, finding what it is that makes you different or special or stand out, and leading with courage with that. You know, Sun is leadership, Sun is ego, Sun is willpower. It's your ability to shine and to lead. And Uranus is weird. Uranus is different. Uranus is all about what makes you authentic and different. And this was a place in Strasbourg when I lived here in 2018 to 2019. This is where I learned that. This is where I discovered my calling, obviously with the relocated chart, the ruler of who I am, and Jupiter in the 9th. I mean, that's big. But also, I stepped into who I am here. I got a confidence here that I haven't had anywhere else. And this was a really important place for me with that Sun-Uranus. And a lot of people describe that. Whenever they go to Sun-Uranus, people always say, when I ask my clients, did you feel good on that line? Did you feel happy on that line? They're always like, oh yeah, I felt so good on that line. And this was an important place for me. This was also a place where I started my YouTube channel. And I found the courage within me to like get public and put myself out there in a way that I've never done before. And I'm here in Strasbourg for the day, right? I'm living in Metz, France at the moment, which is just an hour away. But I'm here in Strasbourg, and like, damn, I am feeling that Sun-Uranus energy. And I just feel so good when I'm here. I always feel so good when I'm here. It's weird. It's so different. And I love this Sun-Uranus paran so much. I don't have any local space lines here that I'm aware of. I'm on the Venus IC, obviously, like I said. And I'm closer to the Venus IC here than other places. Oh, thank you. I feel like I'm glowing. I always feel like I'm glowing. Every time I'm in Strasbourg, I always feel so good. And I just want to share that enthusiasm and share that uplifting, happy energy and share the good vibes, because this place really sparks a flame in me and I always feel amazing here. But that's why astrocartography is so important. Now, does this mean I also know that my power of fortune it's either on my ascendant or my MC today? So I did see that. So there are other things too, right? Like your chart and your transits, but place matters, location matters, and I've learned that from all the places I've been in the world. You can have a feeling of like, I feel really good here, or I feel like I'm meant to be there, and your intuition will not lead you astray. Your inner voice is telling you where to go, and when you have a really good connection with your inner voice, the timing will be right, but also you'll be going to the right places. Now, something to bring up though is sometimes people will feel called to a place and there's something difficult there for them. There's something to be said about how challenge helps us grow. Right? And challenges are honestly, I think challenges are the biggest, best way to grow, the best way to learn something, the best way to develop our soul. And I know for me, the ways in which I've grown the most wisdom, I've learned the most, I've matured the most is through hardship and challenge. But sometimes you'll feel called to go to a place that maybe isn't as easy for you. Maybe you're supposed to live somewhere where it is a bit challenging, or it's bringing up harder things because you need to go through that. You need to shed layers, excess, purge if you're on a Pluto line, or you have to transform in a deep way. Sometimes people won't like where they live, but they've got like a really stacked 12th house and a lot of Neptunian energy in an area. And it's like they're supposed to go deep. They're supposed to uncover something within themselves, their subconscious, their meditation practice, in solitude, being alone, being in isolation, right? That's all 12th house themes. And so it's like, You know, I see someone who has a difficult placement and they've got their moon in the 12th, and it's like, yeah, you're supposed to go through something deep within your subconscious to heal something. If you've got Neptune on the 4th house, I mean, maybe there's some sort of ancestral healing that needs to take place for you in this location, or some sort of past life healing theme, or a regression theme of some sort, or just discovering something spiritual, right? And so even if you go to a challenging place, or if you live on a challenging place, that doesn't mean there's nothing there for you in terms of purpose or something significant for you that's very eventful, especially if it's on a node, like if it's on a node paran. But anyway, lot to it, so much I could talk about, but I love it here. I'm a Pisces rising in this location, with the ruler being Pisces, Jupiter in the 9th house with my Pluto and my North Node. 9th house, Jupiter in the 9th is usually good karma, good luck. That's something I really like to see for people. It's also my benefic. I'm actually heading to Tallinn, Estonia next week for 1 month. I'm gonna be basing myself there for the month. And I was trying to decide between Copenhagen, Paris, or Estonia, Tallinn. And I saw my astrocartography, and it's fascinating because intuitively I felt such a call to Estonia. I felt such a pull, and I that was like the top place of the 3 locations I was looking at. But then I pulled up my astrocartography, and it's right on my Jupiter descendant. So Tallinn, Estonia, Jupiter line go right through it. So it's gonna be intense, right? Anytime we have a line going right through an area, it's intense energy. Not everyone should be living or going to a place where a line's going right through an area, and that's a misconception I often see on social media and TikTok and Instagram Reels, is people will be like, just go to a line. It's like, if you want a quiet, peaceful, neutral life, I wouldn't go straight to a line. I would maybe get 150 miles off of a line. So you're still within orb of influence of that line, but you're not getting a full impact of that intensity of, you know, whatever planet that is. Depends, right? Depends on what you're looking for. For me, I like intensity. I like it. I'm ready for it. You know, I'm 29, I'm young, and I'm craving energy. I'm craving that stuff. So I'm going straight to my Jupiter descendant line. But also, here's the other cool thing. I have my Jupiter Mercury paran going right through Tallinn. What is Jupiter Mercury? Jupiter Mercury is writing, speaking, teaching, learning, knowledge, and it's good luck or good things coming to those themes. You know, Jupiter and Mercury are both signs of the writer or the speaker or the teacher. And so this is gonna be a place where I'm gonna be learning a lot, but also I'm actually going to Tallinn, Estonia to do the course, the live course, the astrocartography course this September. We're gonna be going live on Zoom for two times this month, Saturday, September 16th, 9 p.m. France time, and again Saturday, September 30th. And I'm gonna be going live with you guys, answering any questions you may have, anything you wanna know, looking at charts. I'm gonna also be very active in the Facebook group this month of September. So if you wanna pop onto Facebook, we've got a huge community of astrocartographers there. You can ask questions, meet fellow astrocartographers, look at charts, get testimonials. If you guys wanna start your businesses doing astrocartography, you know, you can get testimonials from each other, do practice readings with each other, share your stories. But also, you know, I'm a big believer that we need more astrocartographers out there right now. We need more people in the field that are specifically and accurately skilled in this technique of reading maps. And so I'm sharing your guys' websites. I'm, you know, promoting you guys. I want you guys to do more readings to get seen, because we need more people doing this. There's so many astrologers, but there's not a ton of people that know how to read relocated charts and maps specifically. And so it's not just about going to a Venus line, right? And we know this. It's not just about going to a Jupiter. What is your Jupiter? What is your Venus in your chart? Is your sun squaring Saturn? Probably don't want to go to a sun line. And this is something that a lot of like astrologists on TikTok or Instagram will say, just go to that line, but they're not looking at the chart, or they're not looking at the parans. And so my course program, you guys know I'm just so passionate. I'm so passionate about this work. I've done so many case studies. I've practiced so many times. I've done so many readings, 1,000 readings at this point, that I'm just like, we need more people doing this. We need more people specializing in this field, because this is just the beginning. Astrocartography, we are in the beginning of this, guys. Like, do you guys remember when human design was taking off in like 2017, 2016? Human design was everywhere. And like everyone was talking about human design and getting onto that. That's astrocartography right now. And I knew that 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was in the Akashic Records. I was in meditation, and I got the message, you need to start talking about astrocartography. And like, flash forward to today, I am shocked by the amount of influencers, people who are not astrologers, who don't know astrology, they are making course programs. They are talking about this on their Instagram feeds. They are asking, what line are you on? It's everywhere now. Astrocartography is everywhere now. Like, even in the New York Times, I saw a New York Times article that was like, an astrologer told me where to go for my birthday. And a client, a student that I had in my course, she sent me an email recently saying she got a newsletter from someone she follows, and they're talking about astrocartography. I do have a talent at spotting or noticing things before they get really big, and I know astrocartography is going to be huge in the years to come. And we're just in the beginning. We're just in the beginning. This is just the beginning phases of it. And the thing about this is it's timeless. Like, astrocartography is timeless. It's eternal. This is not a fad. This is not a trend. It might be trendy now, but it's something that we need to know forever, because this is something that could really impact lives and is really important. And it's so important to have integrity and to be skilled and know what you're doing and to have accuracy. And that's why practicing on your friends and family, doing lots of practice readings before you give client work, and then when you're doing readings, like asking your clients, how did you feel here? I'm gonna describe to you what this story is in your chart and the parans, and tell me if this aligns with you. Tell me if this is accurate for you. The amount of times that people come back to me or tell me in my readings how accurate something is, it's because I've practiced so many times, and it's because I've asked people so many questions, right? And for me, the best way to learn something is to actually put yourself out in the field and do it. To actually do it, to actually try. If you never try, you'll never know. What have you got to lose? That's always my motto. That's my motto with everything. I think that's why I'm so confident in just putting stuff out there or going on live streams or whatever, is just like, what have you got to lose, right? And so for me, I'm just so passionate about this work. I'm so passionate about this works. Oh, thank you so much for your sweet comments. A lot of people are looking at me right now because I'm speaking out loud. I am a typical American. I have a loud voice, so I need to kind of lower my voice a little bit here in France. I'm in Alsace on the border of Germany, and people are very quiet here. So anyway, all this to say, I just wanted to get live with you guys today because I'm so passionate about this work, and I'm excited to create more content for you guys here on YouTube and all the places. If you're not following me on Instagram, be sure to follow me on Instagram because I love to go live there. And also I post a lot of content, So if you like, you know, just my personal life or seeing where I am and my travels and my reflections on what I'm experiencing in a certain part of the world, or you just want to learn about this, learn about astrocartography, or just see my personal life, you know, all the things, check out my Instagram, follow me over there because I love to go live there too. I think it's easier to go live there for some reason. I don't know why, just what intuitively I feel. But if you're on Instagram, follow me over there. And then also, if you want to join the course, this will be the last month that I'm doing this live. After this month of September, the course will be there forever. You can take the content, take the course. There's over 20 hours of content there. You can join it at any time. It'll always be there. You can join the community, all of the things. But if you wanted live in-person feedback from me, your questions answered from me, getting direct answers on Facebook and the Zoom calls, be sure to join the course this month, because after this month, I'm moving on to lots of new projects. I've got so many new projects I want to work on, so many new ideas of things I want to work on, and so I'm kind of wrapping up this main flagship 7-week course program that I created this year. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to share my energy and my joy and my love of the Sun-Uranus paran on my Venus IC line. I love Strasbourg. Be sure to like this video, guys, because that really helps to support me. By just tapping the thumbs up button, more people will see this. So thank you in advance for supporting the content, and just a little quick little thumbs up button basically tells the YouTube algorithm, hey, people like this video, and when people like the video, then YouTube will share it to more people who are looking for astrocartography content, basically. That's how YouTube works. I hate the YouTube algorithm. I hate all the social media things that you have to do, like telling people to thumbs up, but I'm telling you guys, it really helps to support me, so thank you in advance. And yeah, I'm sending you guys so much love from Strasbourg, France. Hope you have a magical day, and I'll include all the details down below in the description if you want to join the course and get the Facebook group, the active group this month, or if you want to get the free guide. I also have a free guide down below, so if you want to get that too. But anyway, I'm gonna go hang out with Alex, my husband. He's sitting over there in the grassy field, and I'm gonna go picnic with him and enjoy the rest of this beautiful blue sunny day in Alsace, France. Have a magical day, guys. Just wanted to say hi. Bye.